you think the StreamYard music is hard? Like
I think the test speaker music was hard.
I think it's very amateur.
Testing your speakers on StreamYard. Sounds like they're working.
I think they could do a lot better.
Have a great show. Testing your speakers on StreamYard. Sounds like they're working. Have a great show. As far as test speaker sounds go, that's grade A.
I think they could do a lot better, if I'm being honest with you.
I think you're a hater.
But it's okay. Yeah, no, shout out to everybody. If you're out there, I don't see any comments yet, but I know there's probably some viewers already in here. What up to everybody? I'm back. Marcus is here.
Well,
everything's right in the world. Shout out to Blue for holding it down. I was going to give him a dub, but I might as well say it now as well.
Shout out to Blue's house.
Yeah, everything was dope with the last live stream. I was in here for a little bit, but I was in the casino, so like wasn't going to pop into the stream. But you know, shout out to him. Okay, I wanted to start things a little differently today. We did a reaction to Screwface, Academics, the diss.
I ain't gonna say shit because apparently I don't know every fucking detail about what's going on with Screwface. I shouldn't open my damn mouth.
Oh yeah, that was a little crazy.
Damn, what even my take? I ain't even bring this shit up.
That was facts. Polo Boy, it's winter break. What up?
What's going on, dog?
Chillmonger, what up? Cameron Taylor, what's going on? Yes, Johnny, I do have that smile back, but we'll talk about that for a quick second later.
No, we don't have to.
It'll be a quick second. I gotta acknowledge it. Actually, I don't, because I sure didn't acknowledge some of the losses. Oh shit, Mike just popped off this bitch. But anyway, yeah, no, I got a video that I kind of want us to watch. I'm gonna hold on to that for a little bit. I'll fix that in a second.
Great.
But anyway, yeah, it's kind of crazy. I got a video that you've seen the From the Block performances where they had the mic hanging down and they rap into it. I think I've got one that was pretty creative, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's probably one of the best that I've ever seen.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and throw it onto the screen. Boom. Oh shit! Sorry, I don't want to start yet.
What was that?
Okay, so this is from an artist by the name of Nassan. He's from Detroit.
D.
Yep, from the D. Which shout out to Michigan, I guess. Yeah, so no, I'm excited for this. I think it's good. Like I said, I think it's one of the best that they've come out with. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get this started. Are you watching it from yours? Yeah. You might want to listen. Well, actually, no, I was gonna play out of there.
Play.
Yep. Cool.
Take a look, Ashley.
Okay, this a real story about some niggas from on block. Give it to you real, ain't no diss, ain't no props. It's about bro.
No. They can hear it.
I know they can hear it. They can hear it just fine.
Okay, so keep playing it. We're fine.
Take a look, Ashley.
Okay, this a real story about some niggas from on block. Give it to you real, ain't no diss, ain't no props. It's about bro turning ops. Watch your mans keep them clocked, or don't. But if your man flip, don't be shocked. Nigga walking up was in when Red had got shot. And Red was at the bed when Dog and White lost his pops. And Black keep a motherfucking gram inside his sock. And Blue paid the bill for when Black had got caught. And Black had been with Black for like a couple years back. And they attached, that's his bitch. Said she down, said they locked. This a gang, this a squad. Ain't no trade, ain't no swaps. Niggas day after day after day on this block. So Black shirt and Red spend the most time together. Met in middle school, getting hoes and fly together. When niggas hopped out that van and them other niggas ran, took stands, saw 10, fuck it, we can ride together. Red light.
I just now realized that the shit is going on in the back. Yeah, he rapping about it.
A little different.
I hate the hat though. Looking fucking hat. I hate when I see people still wearing them hats. The bowler hat, I hate that shit, bro.
Come in, tell the story.
No, he rapping though. He rapping. I just hate the hat.
Money shirt, Margiela on your linen. Who the fuck you ride, but who mama out here tricking? Hellcat, yours too, when you started whipping. Red kitchen profiles, fucking up the bank, dropping checks on the wells, clear a wire on the chase. Ain't gon' lie to you niggas, boy, I make a rack a day. How the family doing? Niggas cool, niggas straight. Black life, bruh, now you gotta put me on. My mama got evicted and my bitch won't leave me alone. Talking about I never take her throw your dog a bone. Man, I can't really help you with the problems that you brought up. And you on probation, I don't need you getting caught up. But hey, I got a dip, I'ma see y'all boys tomorrow. Gotta make a play, I gotta profile the dollar. Been about a week, same old block, same nigga, same link. Red on the phone, trying to clear another piece. Black tapping red like, bro, can we speak? Black tail red, I know you want me out the way. But I know a bitch trying to work a BOA. Tell me that it's green in the bank account age. Stage I could probably hit it for 100K. Red phone ringing, took a look, press decline. If you dead serious, tell the bitch pull up at 5. Tell her bring the card, I'll meet her ass outside. Bet I'm finna dip, but I'ma still tell her slide. So red waiting, 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 still waiting, 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 waiting. Hold on, all white Mercedes pull up, I think she made it. She like, damn, we're black. He like, man, black gone. Said he had to dip, but why you got a mask on? Not to be an asshole, I never did this before. I can't fuck around and get caught. I got children at home. Red like whatever, not gonna argue or fight. Shook his head, said you still got that card on you, right? She like, duh, ain't that why you called on me, right? So she reached inside her pocket when it pulled out a knife.
Actually, 4 times.
It was quick 3
Yeah,
times.
but the whole thing is like,
Extraordinary long verse freestyle. It's very long. It's a 50 fan, bro. I was giving you the time of day. I was trying to live it through. I was keeping up. You went back in 4 times. No, man, bro. Come on.
damn.
Do it. How long is this video, bro?
4 minutes.
Okay.
Nothing he was saying. Took a look. Hey, I think he dead. Caught him meds. Right here, I'ma have like niggas like, oh my god, I think he dead. Come on, bro, you gonna help me take him to the hospital. So, they be clearing the scene. So now it's been a day or two. Meeting on the block the morning together as a crew. Red pronounced dead the day before at 8:02. Died from my artery, the knife cut a few. Black telling blue, I'ma get this bitch killed. And if she don't die, then the mama and them will. Blue tell him chill. Y'all was best friends, I can't imagine how you feel. But niggas need to heal, and then we could drill. Black girl hugging him, crying in his sleeve. Blue telling black, we gon' give y'all some peace. Dap this man's up, said he love him before he leave. Blue and white leaving from the black in disbelief. Black asked his girl, you got everything I need. Reached in her jeans. Then gave him red cell phone, money and his keys. That's a real story about some niggas from a block. Gave it to you real, I ain't diss or have props. It's about bro turning ops, watch your mans keep them clocked. Or don't, but if your man's flip, don't be shocked.
Yeah, I hope none of this part of the ongoing investigations or nothing like that. I hope
Because it's supposedly a real story.
Yeah, I hope none of this is active. I hope
I
this is all settled business, and we not just gabbing. But I mean, it was good. Thumbs up. Which show are we on? Are we doing Dubs and
no,
L's?
just an intro, let some people get in here
For
and
sure.
do that. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that's probably one of the best. I mean, I know you probably didn't hear the entire story, but I think that's probably one of the best from the black performances that I've seen.
It was pretty good. I mean, I think again it was a little long-winded, but
I mean, for the TikTok crowd, maybe, but
I would say for those type of performances is boilerplate presentation. Like you got to get in, get out, get people's attention. I like the song personally. I think when you're trying to get eyeballs in that type of platform, probably maybe worth for another song.
so
But
you gotta tell a story in 2 minutes.
no. Wasn't a bad song. Maybe just the wrong song selection for the platform. Most of the time, I don't know. It worked the way he did it when he had the the story playing in the back. It worked for me.
Right.
I'm saying for like a general audience though, they want something right now. They want Boss Man D.
Boss Man
Baby. Let me work, baby.
Boss Man D-Lo literally only wants to make a song within a minute and a half.
Hey man,
That's what he's shooting
If
for.
you gonna play the game, play the game.
All right.
That's the game they all playing.
Further, just secret note about that is that was Proof from Detroit. That was his son.
Okay.
So hip hop lineage, I guess, in that case. So
Hip hop legacy.
yep. Shout out to that. Okay. All right. Now that we've got some people in here, shout out to Zang Beto, shout out to Perp, Felix,
What up?
Mo Fly. Some of them are talking about something that I wanted to wait to talk about, which we will. Okay. So we're gonna start with Behind the Cape. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I guess. Yep.
All right, bet. Let me go ahead and start this camera and we will get on Behind the Gate.
Yeah, so y'all gonna have to break down the Shamik Moore thing.
Oh, I will.
I am befuddled.
I will.
My
I
man-
intend to
They
quite a
said,
bit.
they said he just deleted his shit. I'm like, what did he do?
I will get into it. Trust me. Trust me.
And we still on oh girl, the white girl,
That's included.
Kate Bishop.
That's included. I'm gonna get into it because it's crazy. Your boy's throwing out some vibes he should not be throwing out, especially as an actor. But we'll talk about it. It's hard to do from upside down. Okay. All right. So then, boop. All right.
Boy, having a crazy fall down right now.
Insane, which he should not be
I
having.
don't even understand what happened. Did he touch somebody? What's going on?
No, he did not. But again, we'll discuss it.
Just giving out creepo energy.
Yes,
I
very
call
much
him a
so.
weirdo.
I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. It's very crazy. All right, behind the cape. I think we would probably be pretty remiss if we didn't discuss the fact that your boy Nate Moore is essentially no longer with Marvel.
Oh.
Now he apparently is still working on Black Panther 3, but outside of that,
What a slap in the face. Yeah, you gotta go, but you can work on that black stuff again in 2027. You can go ahead and do that. Just go ahead and run that all the way into the ground. But then after that, you have to go.
well, okay. So since this is his project, this is his IP, I guess.
It's not his IP.
Well, I mean, but that's the thing that he was kind of helming. Does that mean it's a wrap once Black Panther 3 is done? Since that's the last thing he's also going to be able to work on.
Oh God, I hope so. You know, I think the only thing we can hope for in that regard, if Nick Moore is actually producing that film, is that, just like you said, it's an arc closing type of movie. So however bad it is, whatever happens is going to end there, and then hopefully that bleeds into Secret Wars and soft reboot of whatever they got going on. Because man, oh man, I ain't got no confidence. If we're just up for another Coogler, Joe Robert Cole, Nate Moore collaboration on what we should get for Black Panther 3, not only am I already resolute in them not recasting T'Challa, but damn am I worried about whatever it's going to be for Denzel Washington. Oh my God.
Right.
Terrified. Like, I think now, maybe, just maybe, we may be entering into that era of Denzel's career where we start questioning some of his choices that he's taken in terms of roles. Because I would just me, and again, there's a lot of bias in this. I'm a hater, but
I'm a hater.
whatever. I would not trust them with the latter parts of my legacy. Just wouldn't trust them based off of what name and blackness. I cannot put together in my head why Denzel Washington would put his caliber of performance in Ryan Coogler's hands.
Yeah.
There are so many other creators. And when you look on the list of creators that he's working with in his last hurrah, there something is not like the same. Steve McQueen, Ridley Scott, Ryan Coogler. Something is not the same here.
Yeah, one's black.
One of those three don't belong. Well, two are black. Steve McQueen's black.
Oh, damn.
Antoine Fuqua is another one as well. Antoine Fuqua, Steve McQueen, Ridley Scott, Ryan Coogler. Ryan Coogler. Something's not the same here. You know?
One is a serial murderer.
Well, three of those
Serial
guys
character.
built franchises off of original ideas, and another guy is an adaptation guy.
Well, speaking of which, I mean, the vampire movie seems to be getting a lot of good press.
Yeah,
The
we'll
Michael
see.
B. Jordan twin vampire movie.
Yeah, we'll see.
No, it obviously doesn't come out until March, I think.
We'll see.
So,
I happen to think that Warner Brothers is outpacing Marvel right now in terms of marketing, because with Marvel and even Marvel associated films like the Sony films, the audience seems to get wind of the quality of the film much sooner than they do in Warner Brothers films, right? Warner Brothers has its own flops, but they sniff out the BS on the Marvel side a lot quicker. I think that has something to do with how Warner Brothers is marketing, how effective they've been selling their products to people. I know we'll talk about another trailer here from that studio later on.
Yeah.
But they kind of outflanked their competition in terms of selling the product. Now, delivering quality, content is still hit or miss in terms of the DC studio, but they've done a much better job of presenting it in the pre-stages, as opposed to Marvel, who's still kind of, floundering a bit, outside of Wolverine and Deadpool.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's. I guess that kind of segues a little bit into the Superman trailer.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't terrible.
It was not.
I guess I can see why there are, certain segment of fans
A lot of fanfare.
that like it. Am I convinced that this is the home run that DC is going to need Rise of Superman? I am not.
I'll be honest, it kind of gave a little bit of the Flash trailer feels.
It like most of the scenes that didn't include Superman or Clark Kent felt like premium CW. It felt like we were doing like a special event out of the CW a couple of times. The shots on Mr. Terrific looked weird. My God, what did they do to my boy Nathan Fillion? Oh my God. If you gave Macaulay Culkin a bowl haircut and aged him 4 years, that's what they did to Nathan Fillion.
Yeah, the cut wasn't.
Oh my God. The cut, the costume, the effects on the ring. Oh my God, it's all awful. All of that was terrible. Hawk Girl looks terrible. The kaiju she was fighting looks like the monsters that they were fighting in Shazam 2.
Shazam 2 is crazy.
Like,
no, you're right.
Literally looks like the same fucking dragon monsters they were fighting in Shazam 2.
Yeah, and I just feel like there were shots in this thing that looked like those unnecessary shots that we got in the Flash. Like the one where he's saving the girl from the glass shattering behind her.
Oh, you mean everybody loves slow-mo now? Oh, we love slow-mo now. Now we like slow motion. Yeah, your boy Snyder was all over the slow motion. If that's what y'all wanted, that is funny. It is. I just don't. What else was terrible about the trailer to me? Crypto, dog, James, get your fucking dog out of the movie, though. Get your dog out of the movie.
He saved him.
Nobody wants to see James Gunn's dog as Crypto. I just don't want to see it. No more than I want to hear Leslie Headland talk about her wife's poopy problems in The Acolyte.
Yikes.
Like, leave your shit out of the project, bro. If you want to be in the movie, act. Make yourself a character. You be Jimmy Olsen. God damn it. I don't like the self-insert shit. I don't like some of the visual effects. I'm indifferent about your boy Nicholas as Lex Luthor. He's a really good actor. What is his name? Nicholas Hoult. He's a good actor, man, but
just not believable for you
right now. It's not doing it. It's not doing it. I don't. We're going Luthor Corp instead of Lex Corp. Now we changing. I can only imagine what the Quantum of Solace is going to look like. Who do they cast as Jor-El? I'm so scared. I am nervous. I'm nervous, and I'm not even a Superman guy.
Right.
I'm not even a Superman fan. I low key detest the character. So take all of this with a grain of salt because I'm a hater. But at the same time, I'm trying to admit my biases in going into 2025.
Sure.
But at the same time, there were some things in this trailer that were objectively awful. And Crypto was one of them. Green Lantern was another one. Basically, all of the heroes outside of Superman. And I don't think Mr. Terrific his character itself looked bad, but what was happening with him at that moment, the fucking panning shot of him blocking the bullets it's just like, yo, this is like Netflix. This is
Yeah,
Umbrella Academy.
it didn't come out, I think, the way that they wanted it to, and it's unfortunate, but we'll see what happens when the movie comes out. Maybe that's just the trailer.
Merry Christmas, Hail Santa. Get out of here. More
Yeah.
things. Did anybody watch that movie yet? It's out. It's already on
So
digital.
what, Netflix?
No, the Jack Black movie. Oh, it's on Paramount, but it was on cable the other night.
Oh shit. All right.
You should watch it though.
All right. Give me 1 second. I gotta fix the mic real quick. Well, the mics are good, but they're not hearing it from the mics. So, hang on. That's good.
Read some comments here. Go back up. Oh, crazy. Going on, Felix? Perk? Anything better? Polar Boy said it looked like Arrowverse crossover with high quality video. That's what I see. It looks like something like Black Lightning ran into the Flash, and we about to have a crossover, just like you said. When you're my bring back Zack Snyder, Henry Cavill, Man of Steel 2, Brainiac, new villain. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I felt like the same level of impression that we got out of the Superman trailer as what we was getting out of Black Adam, and we seen how that turned out. Warner Brothers is very good about getting people excited initially about these projects. It's just it doesn't usually, or it doesn't always follow through. All
right. Mic sound better? Mic should sound close.
Yeah.
Mic should sound better. Just let us know.
There it is. Yep.
Cool. All right, bet. Yeah, no, it just I didn't connect it to StreamYard. That's all. Anyway, so we talked about the Superman trailer. We talked about Nate Moore. Okay, so there's a rumor out there, and I don't know how much y'all want to actually put into this. I don't know who said it. I'm sure you'll probably tell me here in a second. But that Michael B. Jordan may be cast as a T'Challa variant, which
Alex from Cosmic Circus.
Okay.
Slap in the face. Slap in the face. I mean, oh man, we were so distraught. We couldn't cast anybody in Chadwick Boseman's place, and that's why we decided to have Michael B. Jordan play T'Challa. That's why we had Killmonger play him, because we couldn't have anyone else. We just couldn't see anyone else in that role, so we just made another character from the movie be T'Challa now.
It just seems like instead of maybe accepting that they need to fix things in terms of like story writing, it just they feel like, oh, if we just revert literal characters from back then, that'll just fix everything. We'll just go back to all the characters that we had before, but we'll just make them different. And it's just like, who came up with that idea?
So one of the I guess a conflict me and Chill had on Pantheon, he feels like he needs to, or that we should be talking more out on the T'Child and letting Marvel know that we don't accept that character. I think moves like this let you know that they know that. They like them trying to give you different versions of T'Challa that aren't the ones that they already set on the path to give you, tells me that they are not satisfied with the course that was set in the first movie. If they are not going on into this full-fledged, saying they're going out doing open casting calls for a young preteen, for a young teenage T'Challa, a young adult T'Challa. We haven't heard that yet. We haven't heard any rumors of that. No, what we have heard rumors of is, oh, Denzel Washington's going to be in the movie. Oh, they're going to move on from Shuri. Oh, Michael B. Jordan's going to come back and play a T'Challa variant. All things moving away from what was established in Wakanda Forever. They know what was in Wakanda Forever wasn't successful.
Mm-hmm.
They know that child character is not a viable character. That is why they are trying to present options that aren't the T'Child. They are trying to subvert your expectations. They are trying to give you something that is comfortable for them, that is doable for them, that is not controversial for them, while gaslighting you into believing that it is what you wanted in the first place.
Facts.
So it is not for a lack of knowledge. It is not for a lack of
of understanding of what's going on here. They know which characters are viable and which characters are not. It's about what they do about it on the other side. Right. And so the only way for me, just my opinion, to continue to react in these type of situations is to make them fail.
Yeah.
Right. Like Nate Moore is gone. Victoria Alonso is gone. Ike Perlmutter is no longer on the board. Nelson Peltz has screwed off to go try to take over somebody else's company.
Yeah.
Like, there are no more impending dangers. There are no more excuses. Most of your allies are gone. It's do or die time for Kevin Feige. It is literally do or die. And so if that's how he wants to go about it, then let's get some new blood into Marvel. Changing Nate Moore to me doesn't move the needle, because Nate Moore wasn't moving the needle for Black projects in Marvel as it was. We can say Black Panther was a victory, and it was, right? But then his decisions, his leadership led it to the condition that it's in now, right? Monica Rambeau isn't even a talking. She's not even part of it anymore. Samuel L. Jackson is a throwaway. Rhodey is a throwaway. Sam Wilson's movie is more than likely going to be a disaster. You don't shoot movies 3-4 times over, multiple directors, and it goes well. Delayed by almost a year. It's just not a recipe for a successful film. So Black characters under his leadership weren't doing well as it is. He wasn't moving the needle. A change at the very top, at a position that Kevin Feige is in, president of Marvel Studios, that's a change. That is a material change in direction, vision, process, everything, head to toe. And every stinker we have, with every firing, we get closer and closer to that inflection point. Marvel needs a culture change. And I've said this once, I'll say it a million times. That does not happen unless you change the leadership.
Got it. First of all, Stamina, are you in New Zealand? When did that change? What are we talking about? Auckland. It usually says London calling. Am I
maybe
crazy?
on vacation or
Is he
something. Maybe
gaslighting
traveling.
me? Is he gaslighting me right now? What's happening?
Oi, from New Zealand, eh?
Yo.
Yeah.
Crazy. Perp says, I'm sure the DCU will handle their Black characters better than Marvel.
I can do my Taika Waititi.
Gross.
I made Jojo Rabbit.
All right.
When they were complaining about my Thor, I said, you don't know what you want. I'll tell you what you want.
This is getting more and more disgusting.
You don't know what you want until I tell you what you want. More Jojo Rabbit.
I'm sure he probably hates your New Zealand just as much as you're British. Anyway,
New Zealand, eh?
Tyler Perry, 688.
Oh my God. We want to hear about how Tyler Perry messed up another Black story.
Yes, please.
The 688 was a regiment in the U.S. military during World War II. They were a regiment of Black women. I think they were involved in code deciphering, something like that. I didn't watch the movie. Won't watch the movie. But according to, well, I don't really know who that person is. We'll post a video in there so she can explain a little bit better.
Yeah.
Apparently, the what should have been highlighted in the story, you know, the intelligence of the Black women that were working in the course of that time, the reason why they joined, right? Predominantly, you know, women who were married to other combat veterans, right? Who wanted to see their men come home. And so that was their driving motivation for joining up, right? And having this all Black women's regiment. Mm-hmm. Well, do you know Tyler Perry chose to just kind of work around that narrative so that he could highlight an interracial relationship?
Is this
in the movie?
You said it was Kerry Washington.
Yeah.
Is this the Kerry Washington?
Olivia Pope.
No. With who was the white actor in the relationship?
Oh, I don't know. I know the actual like two people in that story were friends, never had a relationship.
First of all, okay.
never had a relationship.
Crazy.
He made the relationship up, number one. So it wasn't even real. They were
That's
friends,
Insane.
right? The guy joined. He was Jewish, right? So for obvious reasons,
Mhm.
and then the woman joined because of her husband. They were friends.
Yikes. Disgusting.
Disgust. Oh, I think the dude had lost his wife. He joined, and then she joined, obviously because her husband was in the military. So according to Tyler Perry, we just gonna retcon all that shit. Y'all gonna be together, and that's gonna be the focus of the film.
Why?
Because it's Tyler Perry, man. Y'all keep trusting him with our stories.
No.
Y'all keep letting that
No.
man have our stories, tell stuff.
Is that the movie that we were talking about? No, was there a Kerry Washington, Robert De Niro movie?
No, there was an Angela Bassett, Robert De Niro.
That's
movie.
what it was.
It's coming out in the spring. It's about a like a cyber attack or some shit.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, no, that wasn't this.
So that wasn't this. Okay, cool.
Yeah, just more gems coming out of that 100-acre movie studio from Tyler Perry. I'm so glad that thing was built. It's really putting out a lot of great content.
Tony Robbins said, I bet money Medea will be in this film.
Y'all gonna let me fly the plane?
Hello.
How you doing?
Stamina about to be on tour. Congratulations. That's dope.
6 A sounded interesting. Kill my buzz. Let me go ahead and kill the buzz for you on all future Tyler Perry films. They're all just like that. They're just like that. Disappointing.
Gross. That's disgusting. I don't like it. All right. No, I got the next one. I was
Okay.
wondering if you're ready. Okay. Jared Leto has been cast as Skeletor in the Masters of the Universe?
Poor He-Man can't get right, man. Like, how did He-Man get done so dirty? You would have thought a guy like Kevin Smith doing the animated side of Masters of the Universe with He-Man, like that was just a match made in heaven. That was a disaster. Now the live action, we're casting Jared Leto as Skeletor. Now, what character has Jared Leto already played that is closest to a dead, undead type of character?
The Joker.
No, even though that was terrible too.
Oh, I know. Morbius?
And that shit was awful. So why the hell would we ever make him anything close that looks like Morbius again? This would be like if there was a superhero role with a black grayish kind of character, like black as in race, but he wears gray, and then you cast Shaq. This would be like if you had another green superhero in some sort of capacity and then trying to cast Ryan Reynolds. Because why the hell would you ever remind anybody of Steel and Green Lantern? But y'all are going to put Jared Leto on there, a Skeletor, and make everybody think of Morbius. Recipe for success, baby. That's it right there. That's it. That's how you do it.
I didn't think about Mark Hamill voicing Skeletor because he also voiced Joker.
I don't think he'll be doing it now that.
Well, no, obviously.
Yeah.
But the fact that he did both, much better than Jared Leto ever did. Well, I don't know. I guess it's still out on Jared Leto's Skeletor, but his Joker was.
You know what my favorite Jared Leto movie is? And he's not even starring in it. It's Panic Room. Forrest Whitaker and Jodie Foster.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't a big part of the film. He was a supporting character. He died halfway through. Perfect.
I was going to say maybe that's what he needs, but then...
That is the perfect amount of Jared Leto.
Was he that big of a character in Suicide Squad?
No, but it still upset me to see him as Joker.
Sure. Especially being that he was the Joker that we saw after Heath Ledger.
He was
Joker.
like the Tekashi 6ix9ine Joker. It just wasn't doing it, man. Wasn't doing it.
MoFly seems to disagree. He said Jared did a good job as Joker in Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Okay. It's probably two of you on that boat, MoFly, but I'll let you have that opinion.
Yikes. Okay, I'm gonna let you take this one. The James Bond story.
Oh my God. Now listen to this hilarity. Where we at here? Okay, so Amazon has stalled development on the next James Bond film, Barbara Broccoli, the franchise producer, doesn't trust Amazon with the character and says these people, meaning Amazon, are fucking idiots. That's according to the Wall Street Journal. She gave that quote to the Wall Street Journal.
That's crazy. That is
Said
insane.
that the people at Amazon are fucking idiots. Woo! Scathing to say the least.
Yes.
For a company that they bought MGM, they own it.
Mhm.
They own it. I don't know how. She talking kind of crazy. She acting like she's still solo or don't have a boss.
Right.
And whoa, think about how ironic this is. They're talking about how shit Amazon is on the Washington Journal.
Ooh.
Who owns the Washington Journal,
Amazon or Bezos?
Josh? Jeff Bezos.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Wait,
as
did you
hell.
say Wall Street or Washington?
I'm sorry. This is the Wall Street Journal.
Oh, okay, yeah, no.
Wall
he's
Street
Washington.
Journal. I was about to
That
say.
would have been
That
crazy.
would have been nuts. It would have been nuts. He used the man's own publication. Oh man, yeah, the Wall Street Journal. Sorry.
Okay, but still,
Yeah.
doing it to a major publication and basically just saying, "Yeah, Amazon's a bunch of fucktards." Like, that's crazy.
I can
but
only imagine what they're doing to slow that thing down, man.
Yeah.
Like, I know casting is probably a big thing, deciding on which way to go.
has there been a movie that's come from Amazon that's been like a big release? Because I immediately think of The Boys and Invincible.
Well,
how they've been
you gotta
doing with
think
those.
MGM. You gotta think MGM. It's not
Okay,
so they're gonna be producing films out of
Under
MGM,
MGM.
studios.
Okay.
Yeah. But to answer your question, since they acquired it, I don't
they acquired it in
think so.
2010.
Yeah, I
mean,
mean
they've
the
got-
final Bond film, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. I just feel like her saying that. I feel like they've done some things that have worked out pretty well, but I just can't think of any film specifically.
Oh, yeah, but TV shows they're doing fine.
Yeah.
Film, according to Barbara Broccoli, they're fucking.
I have a
idiots.
list here, and the first thing that popped up was Chirac.
Yikes.
That's crazy. I'm still looking for a like big film. I'm not seeing anything. This is all 2010s. Okay, 2020s. Les Miserables.
Les Mis. Whoa. Yeah, Les Mis is pretty
Black
big.
Box.
Black Box was okay.
Borat.
Jesus.
Coming to America.
And this is all since Amazon acquired MGM.
Yep.
Damn.
This is now 2020s. The other one was still 2010s. I didn't see anything. The Tom Hanks movie. Was that Tom Hanks? No, it wasn't. That was, oh my God, Kid Cudi.
You thought Kid
No.
Cudi was Tom Hanks?
No. There was a Tom Hanks movie that was called. This is called A Man Named Scott. There was I can't remember.
Polar
what the
Boy says
Tom Hanks
Challengers was
movie
MGM.
called.
It was Zendaya, Timothy Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet.
Regardless, I'm not seeing a
Timothy
lot of
Chalamet.
Amazon movies that have been huge.
My name is Timothy Chalamet.
They're working on Masters of the Universe. I didn't know that.
Who is?
Amazon MGM.
Wow. Wowzer. Can't
Yes.
do nothing right. Maybe they are effing idiots, Broccoli.
Yeah, I'm not seeing too much. So I mean, I guess in the comments or in the chat, let me know if I'm missing anything. But there's not a lot of like big movies coming out of here. Yep, I got nothing. Anyway, on to the next
That
thing.
wasn't Chalamet? Who's in challenge? He's not in Chalamet? Hold on, man.
Wait, what? What are you saying?
It's Timothy Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet.
Chalamet?
I like Chalamet.
Yikes.
Is he not in Challengers? Who are those white guys? No, go ahead. Go ahead. Do your thing. You don't gotta stop for this.
No, I'm still trying to find. Oh, they did Tyler Perry's Divorce in the Black.
Why would they do that?
That's what Amazon did.
Oh, yeah. That was on Amazon. The Making Good.
Yeah, I'm not.
Challengers, the movie.
Challengers,
They brought up the damn cars.
Chalamet is not in Challengers, Marcus, according to Stamina.
Yeah, that's why we looking it up now.
No.
Looking up the cast. I was trying
Perp-
to see who the
Perp
white
said no.
guys were.
Perp said no.
It was Mike Fast. Mike Fast looks like Timothée Chalamet. Matter of fact, both of these dudes look like Timothée Chalamet.
That's insane.
Josh O'Connor and Mike Fast both look like him. Like they could all be brothers. If you told me Timothée, Mike, and Josh were all brothers, I'd be like,
Mike, is it Feist? No, Mike Feist doesn't look like him. He looks like him in a generic
Like
white man
what?
type of way.
what other way
I-
is there?
No, I can tell them apart.
Yeah, of course you could tell them apart. I didn't say
No.
they were twins.
Right.
I said they could be
No, let me
brothers.
see the other one because that
Josh
kinda,
O'Connor.
That kind of looks like
Josh O'Connor looks like his older brother.
Yeah.
Timothée is my little brother.
Yeah, I can see that.
Timothée. Yeah, see?
I'm looking for like tall, lanky,
Well, I can't see how tall they are. from here.
pale.
Okay, what part of that does not apply to these individuals that we're looking at right now?
Well, no. It absolutely
Lanky
applies
and
to
pale.
the second row guy.
Both of them.
He doesn't look very tall to me.
Josh,
Just from
you
that-
just pointed
from
to a
that
picture
headshot.
of this
From that
man's
headshot.
face. I was
Yeah,
about
from the
to
headshot,
say.
he just doesn't give me the tall, lanky vibe. The other guy does.
The
in
tall,
spades.
lanky vibe is crazy.
I'm
first
just
of
saying.
all.
I can only see the headshot, so I mean, I don't know.
How could he give you a tall, lanky vibe from that?
The other guy gives it to me in space. I'm just. It's
The other
giving.
guy gives it
It's
to you in the
giving
face.
tall and lanky.
The other guy gives it to you in the face.
That's not how I said it.
That is exactly
That's
what
not
you
how I
said.
said it.
That's what you
If
said.
I did say it like that, pause. But that's not how
Yo.
I said it. Anyway, let's just avoid that conversation. That's crazy. Reverse race swap. Anaconda.
Oh shit! Yes, y'all, we got to rage against this woke nonsense. That's right. You heard me right. You heard me right. There is some woke nonsense afoot. Okay, I'm tired of these race swaps. Tired of them. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they are going against what the original tenor of the film was. You know what I'm saying? We can't be just having these racial changes in our movies.
Well, one of the original tenors had to go, but that's neither here nor there.
No, they needed to bring them both back. Get rid of all this woke nonsense. Do y'all know that they have race swapped Anaconda?
Yep, reverse race swap.
Reverse race swap. Well, I don't even know if it's reverse. It's not reverse. It's actually just a race swap. Anaconda,
yeah, okay,
1997. It was Ice Cube. You had I think Gerard, but no, he was in the
No,
remake. He was in the, the
was
other one.
Anthony Hopkins in it?
That wasn't Anthony Hopkins. It was what is that dude's name? Shit. I was just watching them in 4 Christmases. So they had Jennifer Lopez, Ice Cube, and then the dude that was taking them on the expedition. What is his name?
Anaconda.
I keep wanting to say John Voight, but it's not John Voight. It's
yeah, John Voight. It is John Voight.
John Voight.
It is John
Yes.
Voight.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
And
of.
John Voight.
Owen
right?
Wilson was in it. I forgot about
Owen
that.
Wilson was in that movie too. See, they had a spot for Paul Rudd and Jack
That's
Black,
clearly
right?
Paul Rudd.
They had a spot for Paul Rudd and Joel Black, but no, they gonna take Ice Cube and Jennifer Lopez spot and make them 2 white men race swaps. We ain't doing it. We're raging. Everybody, when the trailer comes out, you go and you dislike it. You know what I'm saying?
Just like Bomb.
We're posting anti-woke about Anaconda. We going nuts. Yeah, no, they're gonna feel our wrath.
The snakes ain't gonna be green woke nonsense.
It's we've had enough. It's enough that they set up all the black actors to receive all this vitriol by putting them in the white roles. It's enough that's the only time we really predominantly be seeing black actors on screen is when they playing other white people, right? But no, now y'all want to take away the black and Latino roles in Anaconda and make them white for Jack Black and Paul Rudd? No, end wokeness, end it.
Facts. Aside from that, though, to be I guess a little serious, Paul Rudd and Jack Black.
Yeah, I don't know
This
whose
movie's
idea.
not serious.
I don't know whose idea that was.
You're not being serious.
I don't know.
This movie's
I
a
don't-
comedy now. What are we talking about? Like, if I could think of literally at least one actor who, I mean, he's done some serious roles, but like Jack Black in an Anaconda movie just makes me feel like it's.
Oh, chill! You better get the F out of here. Fake outrage. They can do it because the race wasn't essential. When has the race ever been essential to any of these characters that were like? Come on, man. Don't make me argue with you on another show.
Yikes.
It's the exact same logic, only nobody is losing their shit over it. How was Ice Cube's character being black not integral to his character? Would he have been the same character if he wasn't black?
Is Killmonger trolling?
I don't know. I
Paul
don't...
Rudd was the best actor for the job. He's trolling.
Okay, he's trolling. Okay, all right.
trolling.
I didn't see the next comment. Okay,
I would say there's just no way. He's
I'm
not
like,
trolling.
what? But yeah. No, rage against the anti-woke nonsense.
Yes, for sure. That's crazy. I don't want to see that movie, to be honest. You could easily cast Ice Cube's son,
That would have been seamless.
you know? And then what's
And
homegirl's name?
Ariana Grande.
No. I wouldn't.
No, give me Jenna Ortega.
That's who I'm thinking
Give
of.
me Jenna Ortega. Yeah, oh,
Jenna Ortega.
perfect.
That's it.
O'Shea Jackson Jr. and Jenna Ortega. It was right there, dog.
It's
was right
clear
there.
as day.
It was right there.
That's easy, and you're going to make a lot of money from it because Jenna Ortega touches it. It's going to be hot. Easy.
Paul
Fuck that.
Rudd and Jack Black, Satan, Santa Claus, and Ant-Man. Jesus.
Chillmonger said, "My mistake, Marcus. I should have wrote it in quotes to make it obvious." Perp said, "Or just not make the movie."
Touche.
That's a good point as well. All right. Doom Prophecy has been renewed for season 2, which I have not seen season 1. So.
Hey, if you haven't graced your eyes on Dune yet, Dune Prophecy, then you're doing yourself a disservice. It's very good.
Jenna Ortega
Very
is
good.
booked to high heaven. That's a fact. But
Mhm.
she just stand to make a lot of money on an Anaconda movie, so why not?
I'll take it.
Have Jenna Ortega talk to Paul Rudd during this press run that they're doing for the movie that they're doing now, and she could take over that spot.
First of all, a press run for a movie that comes out Christmas the following year, and you're 3 days away from Christmas.
The movie's coming out next year?
Christmas 2025.
What? I didn't know that.
And they're already doing it feels a bit premature,
Very mature.
but then if they're already working on it, maybe they've already
I thought that
down
movie
the
was
line.
coming out soon.
Christmas 2025.
Cast Nikki and Anaconda is
Boy,
disgusting.
get your ass on.
Jesse Eisenberg has said that did he say Batman versus Superman
Mhm.
specifically?
Yep.
Okay. Batman versus Superman ruined his career where he played Lex Luthor. And we talked about it, and I felt like, nah, there's no way. But after talking about it, yeah.
So like you got to think about the other stuff that he was doing at the time, right? He did the Social Network, he did the first Now You Can See Me, he did
The first zombie.
first Zombieland. He was on a little bit of a heater. He was doing well. And then here come Batman v Superman and Martha and all that other nonsense that happened in that film. And then, then they followed it up with Justice League and
Your mom's Martha too?
your mother's name is Martha.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, I get, and he didn't even have, I don't feel like he had the worst performance, but then it was like long blonde haired Bruce Wayne. Like, why are we doing, not Bruce Wayne, excuse me, Lex Luthor? Like, why are we doing this? It just didn't fit in a movie that wasn't supposed to be made.
Facts.
To be honest with you, that abomination should never happen. And his character just didn't go well. I guess I could see where people might have been turned off by it. Should that have changed the course of his whole career? I don't know.
No.
I think it should have been that definitive. Maybe he's embellishing a bit on how big of an impact it had, but it definitely has some impact. Yep.
I think maybe had he cast some other roles, I guess maybe around that. Because the other movies were like definitively before that. So like, did he have anything maybe around the same time?
I don't know, man. I feel like the only people that made it out of that era of DC definitively was Gal Gadot and Ben Affleck. Everybody else either took a step back, took lesser positions elsewhere, or haven't been able to punch back through.
Well, since Ben Affleck was already a well-established actor.
I haven't seen Ray Fisher since. Ray Fisher then got reshuffled back behind Aaron Pierre.
Yeah.
Before it was an Aaron Pierre, it was Ray Fisher, and now it's just
facts.
So
yeah, Ben Affleck was a well-established actor before that, and then Gal is, I guess Gal too.
Yeah,
but I think people actually at at points liked her Wonder Woman.
You
They
mean
didn't end
during
up-
the first movie?
I was gonna say they didn't end up staying
Literally.
with that, but
First movie.
yeah. I feel like I was gonna say something I forgot. Oh well. Kristen Ritter to return as Jessica Jones. She had a quote.
No, Brad Winderbaum was talking about how he wanted Jessica Jones back in the MCU. And then she was like, "Oh, for real? Really? Well, ain't he the one that makes that decision? Ain't you Marvel TV, fam? Put me back in there. Let's go."
What are we waiting for?
Yeah, send the contract, fam.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I like that energy because people just be out here talking. They just say stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
And then now I got asked about it. Like, oh, did he really say that? That's funny because he won't call my agent back. So, yeah, let's go ahead and let's get this done.
Yeah.
I'm glad you feel that way.
That's crazy. Okay, here's what I was gonna say. So I didn't confuse Tom Hanks and Kid Cudi. There was a Kid Cudi movie apparently that Amazon MGM did called A Man Named Scott, and then the Tom Hanks movie that recently came out was A Man Called Otto. So that's why my mind just said,
Yeah, Kid Cudi, Tom Hanks.
I'm editing this out of the video anyway.
It's all good.
so
No,
we'll
it's all right, bro. It's all good.
Anyway, that was Behind the Cape. That's all I got.
Cool.
So you wanna
Give us your thoughts on Behind the Cape this week. Tell us what you thought about all the takes. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Come back next Sunday for another live stream for Behind the Cape and Dubs and L's, and then we'll be releasing these on Thursdays.
Absolutely. Like you said, make sure you subscribe. We do these every Thursday at 10 o'clock. And then obviously, you know, make sure that you like the video if you like some of the stuff we talked about. All right.
Ray Fisher was in that Zack Snyder space movie. He was in Rebel Moon. Well, I mean, again, we haven't really seen Ray Fisher. If that's the claim to fame, the 4 iterations that we saw of Rebel Moon. But yes, you're right. He was in that movie. I feel like that was like one of the first things I seen him back in. Honestly, back with Zack Snyder, of course. Doom Prophecy is dope indeed. Kasnick and Anaconda, cut it out. Jesse was good in A Real Pain.
Actually, been in a movie besides The Interview?
Who's that?
Nicki Minaj.
Barbershop.
The barbershop that nobody watched?
Yes.
The barbershop with Tyga. and
With
Ray.
badass Tariq doing his badass kid things. Ray did the piano lesson recently, but I don't know. It was well received. I still have not seen Piano Lesson. I feel like I've talked to 2 people who tried to watch it and they went to sleep. So it's I really don't want to put no dirt on John David Washington or his little brother's name, but I have heard not good things about that movie. Let's go. Crispin Brad W needs to make it happen. If he brings back Jessica Jones and we don't have a Luke Cage, I'm gonna lose my shit. So y'all bring back Daredevil and Punisher. There's rumors about Iron Fist being in movies. And Luke Cage can't get back in this thing. I don't give a shit if you don't like Mike Coulter. If you don't want to bring back Mike Coulter, don't bring him back. Put Luke Cage in the shit. So you mean everybody is coming back? Even the people we don't want, like Iron Fist and not Luke Cage?
No, bro, you heard Kevin Feige in the RDC skit. Everybody black, get out.
Everybody black get out is nuts. Piano lullaby. Perp Miner said the piano lesson was great. Okay, you are the first one. You're the first one, Perp. Mike Coulter is down if the story is good. I know he been said he was down. I just don't know if they want Mike back. And if that's the hang up, then just hire someone else. But don't not bring the character back when you're bringing back all the other defenders. That's a slap in the face.
All right. We ready?
Yeah.
W's and L's?
Yeah. I'm good.
W's and L's, the weekly recap show. We give a dub to the things that we like and an L to the things that we don't. It's on you.
Do something real fast.
Oh, okay. All right.
Nah, it's still on me though. On me.
Polo Boy,
Ain't that what the young boys say?
relax.
Ain't that what they say, Polo Boy?
Polo
On
Boy.
me.
We will get there. The YNs.
Why is
Is Polo Boy a YN?
Hey, on me. On me.
Yikes. Polo Boy, I promise you, I have that in my Dubs and L's. It'll be talked about. It'll be discussed.
What are we talking about?
Homeboy.
Which homeboy? There's a lot of homeboys.
Shamik Moore.
Yeah, somebody got, then you start. Tell me what happened.
No, I don't
with
want
Shamik Moore.
to. All right.
Okay, well, I guess.
Build up hype.
W's and L's. W's and L's.
I
The
did
weekly.
it. I did it already.
Did you already do it?
Yeah. I said it's on you, and you were like, "Oh, I gotta get up."
Oh, I don't know. I didn't hear you do the whole breakdown thing.
Do I need to do it to get you?
Nah. We're all right. We're here.
Can't be a Y, and I'm from Dublin. That's crazy. True. but
Woo!
crazy.
That is funny. Let's start with the dubs. I'm giving a dub out to Darvin Ham. So, you know what? I probably shouldn't even have started here, to be honest with you. Should have started on the other side.
Rewind.
No, we're gonna start with Darvin Ham.
Okay.
It's all good.
All right.
So the NBA Cup just ended. The Bucks won. There was a certain NBA Cup winner last year, the team, the organization that treated it like it was an actual championship, hung the banner next to their actual championships, popped champagne. Like they won something in the middle of the fucking season. Goggles and everything. You know what the Bucks did? Went on about their damn business like they won a basketball game.
I was there. I saw it.
Oh, you watched it. You witnessed it.
I was in the building.
Yeah, look at there.
I went to the
Look,
NBA Cup Finals.
So, did you happen to hear Darvin Ham talk about how we're not gonna be out here twerking and doing all this other shit like we
Unfortunately, I
just
didn't.
won an NBA championship?
Unfortunately, I didn't hear that.
Would have been a good soundbite.
That would have been.
Anywho, yeah, shout out to Darvin Ham for being a grown ass man.
Yeah.
And also just throwing shots back at a lackluster team right now.
Yeah.
Who deserves
A
it?
team that you like.
Nope. No, not presently. Not as presently constituted.
There.
Oof. Next up, Spotify has officially responded to Drake and his legal representation.
Yes.
Let's see if I can read the breakdown here.
Josh got Malika and Giannis to squash their beef. No, I did not.
Malika has beef with Giannis?
Malika has beef with every black man.
Well, but I thought she would have given him a break since he's not black and from here.
Outside of that, I don't know of the beef, but I just assume she just doesn't like black men.
Malika McMenamin. That is a tongue teaser. Malika McMenamin.
Yikes.
Like, damn, she found the most average white boy she could find.
Facts.
She didn't go get a Ryan Gosling.
No.
She didn't find an NBA hooper. She didn't go grab Chet Holmgren and be like, "What's up?"
No, she found a
You know what I'm saying?
Connor.
She ain't go find Jonas Valanciunas and be like, "What's good?" She went and found the most ordinary looking ESPN writer.
She
Shout out
found
to their love, man.
Tanner.
That's got to be true love. That is some Jonah Hill marries Lauryn Hill type unbelievable
Facts.
type shit. Like,
Facts.
what are you even doing, fam? What are you trying to prove? What are you trying to prove?
She found a Brad.
But yeah, leave Mrs. McMenamin to me. We'll talk
Sure.
about her later.
Sure.
Let's read Spotify's response to Drake.
Mhm.
Here we go. Beyond denying allegations, Spotify repeatedly criticizes Drake for going to court in the first place, calling his claims a conspiracy, far-fetched, and speculative. In questioning why Spotify, a stranger to the long-running feud between Drake and Kendrick, as they would be, they're a DSP, a DSP that I don't know, it existed. It was in its infancy stages though when they first appeared. Like I don't even think it was one of the more popular streaming services at that time when Drake and Kendrick first come. Niggas was still streaming on LimeWire when Drake first came out. I had a
when it first came
LimeWire.
out, yeah.
I had a LimeWire and a FrostWire.
Yeah.
The predicate of the petitioner's entire request for discovery from Spotify is false. Spotify and UMG have never had any such agreement. What the petitioner is seeking to do here is to bypass the normal pleading agreements and to obtain, by way of a pre-action discovery, that which it would only be entitled to seek were it to survive a motion to dismiss. This subversion of a normal judicial process should be rejected. The petition asserts no specific facts of any kind in support of these alleged RICO and deceptive practices violations. Instead, it relies exclusively on speculation or the claims of anonymous individuals on the internet. That last sentence is a bar.
Yeah.
All of this is dependent on anonymous sources on the internet, fam. We talking about guys that called in the academic stream and said some shit. That's what we talking about. Or debunked TikTok videos. It is dog. Now the court date has been filed for, or I think it's like the first week of the year. I think it's January 5th or 6th, one of those.
I can't remember. It was January or something.
First week of the year. So they've already scheduled the hearing. So we're gonna get down to it.
So Spotify also said that let me actually read the quote. Spotify has no economic incentive for users to stream Not Like Us over any of Drake's tracks. Only one of Spotify for Artists tools called Marquee was purchased on behalf of the song Not Like Us for 500 euros to promote the track in France. So essentially, if anything, the only thing that was done was some advertising in France.
I always said this shit was going to be hard to prove, because if you expect them to produce records that's going to show that, oh, we paid off this DJ to play Drake or to play Kendrick instead of Drake, you're stupid. You're dumb. I cannot understand why we are putting in anonymous guys who are naming individuals who are not on the payroll at Universal as, oh, well, they paid me $2,500 in points, as serious, like, reliable information, and taking it to court. Yeah, why did y'all? I understand Drake's legal representation. He probably pay y'all a lot. He probably one of them clients that y'all don't tell no. But like, y'all embarrassing your own representation. Y'all gonna have to represent other people.
Well,
you gotta represent other people other than Drake, right?
I'll talk about that here in a second.
Like,
well.
GD.
But yeah, Marquee apparently is a visual ad that is disclosed to the users as a sponsor recommendation. So first of all, as far as I'm concerned, Spotify didn't have to give that information. So the fact that they did leads me to believe that
they're completely confident in whatever it is.
Yeah, that's probably
that would
one of the
even
only
be
things
turned
that
over.
Happened.
Yeah, if they even had to turn it over.
Yeah. On top of that, Drake's team, so we can announce them by name. Wilkie, Farr, and Gallagher is their lawyer team. Responded to Spotify's denial in a statement by saying, it is not surprising that Spotify is trying to distance themselves from UMG's allegedly manipulative practices to artificially inflate streaming numbers on behalf of one of its other artists. If Spotify and UMG have nothing to hide, then they should be perfectly fine complying with this basic discovery request. No.
Fail.
You know why? Because fuck you. I don't have to do that.
Well, it's that, and then also you're trying to get, like they said, you're trying to subvert the normal legal process. Right? Instead of just filing a lawsuit, that's why all of this seems so funky. They're filing a petition for discovery outside of a lawsuit. Mm-hmm. They're asking to say, hey, Universal, give us evidence of your wrongdoing before we go to court, is what they're saying.
Yeah.
And it's all based on things that are speculative or from anonymous sources on the internet. He doesn't have anything concrete. He doesn't have a source that told him this. He fabricated it, and he wants UMG to substantiate it. He wants Spotify to substantiate it. No. Either present the evidence that make this go to trial or SMD. And then go back to work because you still owe us $400 million.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, no. I mean, in this case, like you said, Spotify doesn't have to say anything. They can pretty much give Drake their ass to kiss. And despite that, they even gave you a little nugget like, yeah, they paid 500 euro for this, but
500 euros. He talking big payola, and they like, well, I mean, I guess we paid $500 to get you playing in Europe.
But they gave
like,
you
what?
that. They didn't even have to give you
like
that.
What?
So yeah, no, it's looking real bad over there.
Said, yeah, we bought you a stick of gum, I guess. If that's what you was talking about.
I mean, let's be done with this. Hopefully, quickly.
Okay, on to the L's. Let's talk about the NBA ratings and
It's
how
going down.
yeah, the league has lost half of their viewership, over 50%. I think it's like 53% since 2012.
Yeah.
So in the last decade and change, they've lost half of their viewing audience. What do you think are some of the results of that? Why are we here with such poor NBA viewership?
Because I was going to say something that Shaq said, but nah, that's not it. Obviously it's not as competitive. We got too much 3-point shooting, not enough dunking, not enough highlights. It's just gotten much more boring. Players are not playing in half of the games. Like they're not playing a full 82 game season. So then what's the point? If I want to tune in, I might not see Giannis. I might not see Kawhi. I might not see Joel Embiid. I might not see some of the players that I'm tuning in to see. Yeah, it's the product itself has just gotten a little bit more lackluster.
I remember when I was a teenager, and I won't age myself too much here, but
Well, you're 45.
Nobody believes that. I remember vividly there was a game, and I want to say that this was an all-star game. Kobe Bryant, it got to the fourth quarter, right? Because it used to be when it was East and West, they BS through the first 2.5, 3 quarters, and then when it's winning time, they actually get competitive because they want to win. So it gets to that point in the game, and I feel like it was Dwayne Wade tried to trap Kobe off of a rebound and broke his nose, swapping for the ball. Kobe had to go Black Mamba mask for the next month or so, something like that. Man, that was in an all-star game. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody tell me if they remember the same play. But it was like he did it, and then I think he played the Heat a week later and tore their ass up. Tore them up. I can remember watching playoff series with the Lakers versus the Trailblazers. I remember watching the Lakers versus the Sacramento Kings. I remember watching the Lakers versus the Houston Rockets. Right? These were teams that hated each other at the time. Like there was actual beef there. Ron Artest ending up on the Lakers at the end of his career was a shocker. It was Saquon Barkley going to the Eagles. Made absolutely no sense. He's going where? To play with who?
Yeah.
He just tried to fight this man. They win 7 games. There was actual, like you said, competitiveness. There was actual fire and blood in the game back then. They hated each other to a degree that they just don't compete at nowadays. And then you add into that the less physical nature of the game, the more 3-pointers that they're shooting, you know, the amount of time that you actually do get to see the stars playing in the games now.
Players playing for longevity instead of competitiveness.
Yeah, I think a lot of the things about the league can be traced back to some of the changes that were being made when Adam Silver took over.
Sure.
But at the same time, you can't really, I don't think you can blame him totally because it was just the path that David Stern set for him. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back, y'all.
Polo Boy said, damn, this nigga talking about prime D Wade, old eye. Stop it, Polo Boy. We get it. You're a YN. We get it. Because Jeff Teague was playing. All right, Chillmonger. I haven't watched basketball in a while. Facts. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think the NBA Cup game that I just went to, the finals, was the last game that I've been to. And I mean, I watch games here and there. I don't watch it anywhere near where I used to.
Yeah, no, man. The cup is terrible. The way that they've done the All-Star game is terrible. The adjustments that they've made to the playoff schedule, terrible. How are we supposed to value the ultimate prize of chasing a championship when you have all these other like inter competitions, the
NBA Cup,
NBA
play-in
Cup,
tournament.
the play-in tournament, like you're devaluing it now. You're devaluing it now. You're giving a chance. You're giving average teams a chance to compete versus the elite for no other reason than to try to drive viewership, and people still aren't watching.
I mean, if there's really for me only one reason that I'm even interested in this NBA season, and that's because the Cavs are on top, baby.
Yeah, let's go Cavs, baby. Let's go
I'm
Cavs.
sorry, what?
Yeah,
Why can't you have the same energy for Ohio State?
I'm
in
a
the
Cavs
playoffs?
fan.
Have the same energy for Ohio State in the
No.
playoffs.
No,
We can beat together on this. We can beat
No.
Oregon.
nah. But we can root for the Cavs though. Go Spider. Yeah, Darius Garland.
And you can root for Karis LeVert.
Mobley. Now, one positive thing that has come out of this whole Fournette fiasco is that LeBron took a break. He seems to be going through a midlife crisis. Haven't heard a story about his son in about 2 weeks, so that's positive. And they're also entertaining the idea of trading him. Oh my God, y'all, we're finally here. We're finally here where LeBron is entertaining trade options. Will it be the Warriors? Will it be back to Cleveland to retire out? Wherever he's going, Bronny's going with him. And I think that's beautiful. I think that is beautiful that a father and son will get traded together.
That's insane.
It's wonderful.
That is
It's
insane.
beautiful. It's just a beautiful thing.
Yikes. Mo Fly says they have a great NBA rivalry with Trey Young versus the Knicks, which isn't getting the pub.
Trey Young versus the entire Knicks organization.
Like, oh yeah. But
Who
they never
is he?
catch it
Reggie Miller?
because they're so obsessed with LeBron. Okay, yeah, you got it. You got what I was going to go.
They're very LeBron obsessed. They're very LeBron obsessed. And I mean, they kind of let the man drive the media machine for the last decade and then drove that motherfucker right into the ground. Now he's good, right? He's going to end as probably the richest athlete of all time. So they did him a great service. He don't give a shit about where the viewership is right now.
Cash in with a final season,
But
just like Kobe did.
I can't say that stockpiling every decent player that you possibly can onto a 15-man roster year in, year out, sometimes multiple times in a season is very good for basketball.
Viewership for the NBA is going to dive off a cliff for a certain demographic once Steph and LeBron are gone, right? And maybe KD.
Say what now?
Viewership for the NBA, at least for a certain demographic, is going to dive right off of a cliff once Steph, LeBron, and KD are
Yes,
gone.
yeah. We're talking about those. Like, so who are the next crop of superstars in the NBA? Like,
I tried to answer. I think they want a overseas star. I think they want a star.
yeah, that's all well and good, but like,
so like Wemby.
what is Wemby other than tall? Like, what does he get? Like, Giannis has
shooter.
more personality than.
No.
We're talking about stardom. Giannis has more personality than Wemby.
Wemby fits the
Wemby is
Spurs mold.
He's a
of
tree. He's
black
literally
and
a tree.
white.
He's just a tree.
Yeah,
He's just there, just tall, blowing in the wind.
Pop has more personality
than Wemby for sure.
Oh,
Hold on, where was he at? Called Metal World Peace, Ron Artest. Yo, Polo Boy, dog. I don't know if I don't know if I'm old or you are extremely
You didn't
young.
see the other thing he said before that.
Let me scroll back up. Can't be a one.
Damn, this nigga talking about prime D Wade old ass.
Yo, yo,
Yeah.
what the heck?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep. You're unk.
Are you 15, Polo?
Are you 15 is crazy. Yeah. You see what you just made him do? You made him storm off. It's because he won't accept the fact that he's also getting older. He's 45. Just saying. Just throwing that out there.
I'm 45. How old are you?
I'm 33.
So you're younger than me now.
Yes.
Then how did that work? You graduated 2 years before me. You were in college 2 years before me. How did all that go? Are you a super genius or something? Are you a smart guy?
That, yes.
Taj Gibson?
Taj
Murray. Taj Gibson.
You are old. See, Taj Gibson is crazy. Polo Boy, do you know who Taj Gibson even is?
Right. Well, definitely you don't know who Taj Murray is.
No. he doesn't.
Damn, Meta World Peace is. Excuse me. Ron Artest is old. I don't think I ever really switched over to call him Meta World Peace. I never did that.
Ron Artest Jr. is playing now, I think.
Oh, this would be a good one. What was the first name you came in? So, how did you get introduced to P. Diddy? What was the first name you came in on? Was it Brother Buddy Love? Was it?
I see
It was
what
like
you're saying.
Lion Love. There was Puffy. He was Sean Combs. When you found out who Diddy was, Polo Boy, what was his name at that moment?
No Diddy. That was his
Puff. It was either, it had to have been Buddy Love. Taj, who was crazy. It's still on me, huh? All right, let's talk about Malika Andrews. So
gross.
she has been doing a little bit of press here, trying to fight back on the "I hate black men" narrative.
Mm-hmm.
She's not gonna beat them allegations, y'all. She's not gonna beat them allegations. As she's giving, these quotes talking about how it's, stuff's been misconstrued and, her family choices shouldn't dictate her outlook and blah, 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 blah. Do y'all know? So obviously Malika Andrews is mixed race, right?
Mm-hmm.
Her mother is an author.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
She writes children's books.
Interesting.
Or wrote them. Want to know what one of her children's books was about?
I'm afraid.
It was about a girl.
Okay.
Who's biracial.
Okay.
Who's upset that her skin would never look like her mother's.
I might have seen this.
Pause. Let's just
wasn't really paying attention.
Yep. Let's pause. Let's hold for a second.
Okay.
Now, given the information I just gave, her mother's an author. She writes children's book. The children's book is about a biracial girl who is upset that her skin will never be the same as her mother's.
Will not be white.
What race is her?
Oh, sorry. But I don't know for sure.
What race is her mother?
The story set itself up to be. I'm sorry.
Your white mother wrote a children's book about you being distraught over the fact that you weren't going to grow up and be white. Case closed. Moving on. Next take. Next take.
It's a real story.
Next take. It was a real story.
It's real.
Yes, it was a
It's
real
real.
story.
No, I'm saying like it's clearly real.
She's never beating those allegations ever.
No, ever.
Never, ever, ever. Y'all want something else? Y'all want a little bit, make it a little bit more juicy. So when Ime Udoka got his job at the Houston Rockets, obviously we had to talk about the stuff that was going on with Nia Long and the inappropriate relationship he had when he was at the Celtics. When Joe Mazzulla eventually got that job at the Celtics, we had to talk about a physical altercation that he had that he pled out that he didn't end up actually getting convicted for. He just paid it off. Pled out to a lesser charge and went away. Something that was in his youth. Now he's a grown ass man. We had to dig all that up in those moments. Adrian Payne was another one. Rest in peace. Just had to bring all that stuff up in those moments. Now, when have you heard Malika, Miss McMenamin, talking about JJ Redick's past with calling a student reporter at Duke, a black female student reporter at Duke, the N-word?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
The day that JJ Redick got announced, there was a lady. She was like, yeah, I used to work at the University of Duke, yada, yada, yada. The only time I've ever been called an N-word to my face is when I was interviewing JJ Redick. Tweet went viral. Did Malika pick that up?
No.
Run with it? Did we hear? Did she say anything about JJ and his past? Oh. Did she find a way to talk about Josh Giddey, who was running around with little girls all last season? Did she talk about Did she mention Josh? No. What about when Myers Leonard was on stream calling people niggers? Did that come across Malika's desk? Did she?
Is that what he said?
Did she say?
I thought he said something anti-Semitic.
Myers Leonard?
Yeah.
I thought he said the N-word.
I thought it was,
maybe we're mixing up white boys here.
maybe. I don't know. Anyway,
I don't-
it
I
doesn't
don't-
matter. He said
I was
something.
saying, I don't think I would have cared.
What the fuck? There we go.
Am I thinking about somebody else? It was Myers Leonard, right?
He was streaming. He received criticism for using the anti-Semitic slur, the K word, during a Twitch stream while playing Call of Duty Warzone,
So then, it couldn't have been Myers Leonard because I wouldn't have. Even though that's bad,
stating that he did not know what it meant.
that's a bad thing. Then why did you say? How did you say it?
Yeah, I don't even
Shut
know
up.
what it is and don't know.
Shut up!
That's
You
stupid.
shut up!
That's stupid.
I must have been thinking about somebody else. My apologies. Not my apologies. You're still an asshole. But anywho, she didn't mention Myles Leonard and his anti-Semitism. Now, did she?
No,
I'm just like, I just don't think she's ever beating the allegations.
No,
They're
she's
never going
not.
away.
she's not.
Never going away.
Why did her mom write that story? Why are you even talking
That
about
shit is cringy as hell.
so cringy?
Oh my goodness. P. Diddy.
Did you see the rest of what he said?
P. Diddy, and I learned from Keisha's song.
Learned it from TikTok, the Kesha song. TikTok
On the block, BJ, turn the speakers up. Oh, get.
He learned it from that at the age of 6.
I don't know if you're allowed to be here, fam.
I was in college when that song came out.
Oh, yo, yo, oh. Oh, yo, yo, oh. Don't stop.
When he said, woke up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
Bam.
That's where he first. Yikes.
Oh, my. Anyways. So
He's
that's
from Dublin. He's
that's
from Dublin.
Malika Andrews.
That makes sense.
Leave Polo alone. CNN is getting the L from me. Now, obviously, there is a lot of conflict going on in the Middle East part of the world right now. Several skirmishes going on, most of them being driven by Israel, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. There is, or there was a segment done by CNN in Syria. If you don't know or follow world news at all, Syria just went through a civil revolution, went through a civil war. It's had a revolution. They overthrew Assad, the corrupt leader of their government, right? So they overthrew the government. It was cool. There were CNN reporters there who did a segment where they were supposedly retrieving a hostage or someone who had been in a Syrian prison for a long time. They had gone to meet him, to interview him and see his conditions. They set up this whole scene, right? They met him. He was walking out of the door. He's kind of walking out. They're translating his words as he's speaking. He's saying, my eyes. But something's not right, though. Like, it's very clean. He supposedly had been in holding in a room without windows for 3 months. That was the story that was put out there by CNN. This person has been in prison for 3 months in a cell with no light. He walks out. He's clean as a whistle. No scars, no dirt. He's able to open his eyes fully in broad daylight. Now, again, not an eye doctor, right? But I know if I was in complete darkness for 3 months, I think that I would have trouble being outside for a while.
Oh yeah, everything would be extremely bright.
There was also a part in the
Blinding.
segment where they, dropped their cameras, hit the ground because there was like hails of rockets. They said they were under a bombardment of rockets very close to them.
Mm-hmm.
Josh, the entire segment was fake.
What?
The entire thing was fake. The rocket launches that were happening were going into Gaza. The prisoner that they supposedly got out of detention, Israeli foreign intelligence. They were forced to admit all of this.
Oh Jesus!
If you are still watching CNN or MSNBC for news,
Oh my God!
I can't help you. I don't even think I can talk to you about current events. We're not living the same realities. You are willingly signing up to listen to people lie to you if you're still watching any of those networks. From Fox News, I'm talking all of them. Fox News, Newsmax, CNN, MSNBC, any corporate media channels you're still watching for news. you can't be helped.
So 24/7 hour news channels are essentially the
Making
same
up
as
shit.
Facebook at this point. or
Making
Twitter.
skits. They making skits. They're Drewski.
They're true.
They're Drewski. Making skits.
So then you have to go
With
to
with an Israeli foreign intelligence agent, with an agent, with a literal op.
That's
An
crazy.
op. And this man is a well-known operative as well, has years in the service, a well-decorated history. It didn't take people very long to find out who he was. That's why they were forced to admit that they lied about the whole fucking thing. And I mean, this lady is on the ground. She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. There's bombs going off. Oh my God, there's the bombardment of rockets. There's so many rockets coming. Oh my God, we're trying to get up. It was so disoriented because we don't know, where the bombs were coming from. It was so terrible.
They are making skits. That's a skit.
That's fucking terrible.
That's crazy. That is insane. I don't even. Where do you go now?
Man,
Everything
don't know.
is biased or fake. Where do you?
Mofly said The View. Absolutely not.
The View is crazy.
What up, Professor Phil fan?
What up? What up? What up? All right, hold on.
Got 2 more L's. This next one's gonna be kind of long. Gonna be kind of long. Got some shit to say. I got some shit to say. All right. Josh, you black, right?
I think so.
Okay. Where you from?
Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, that's your immediate residence. Let's talk nationally. Where are you from?
America.
What is your nationality?
I am American.
American.
African American.
You're African American.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And that's the delineation you choose to live by as African American, right?
Yes, sir.
So, how would you feel if someone from outside of your community chose to criticize a small segment of your community and just lambaste it for everyone? Or better yet, criticize the entire community just based off the delineation alone. So just for the specific fact that you are the specific fact that you are black and American and you choose to identify that way is the reason why you're being attacked.
It's trash.
Okay.
Fuck out of here.
Now, add on top of that this individual is somebody who has tried to co-opt your history, the history of your ancestors, the history of your forefathers.
So you're saying this person is from the outside looking in?
Not even a black person in
Got
any
it.
way, shape, or form.
Okay.
A Caucasian,
a
literal Caucasian.
super fuck that nigga.
Like no other way to break it down. A Latino Caucasian, a Spaniard. Like Fat Joe is who we're talking about here, folks. And if you haven't seen the clip yet, man sat down in the barbershop. What is this podcast called? Because I've seen this podcast before. Joe went on there. A whole bunch of rappers go on there.
It's Math Hoffa, who's a battle
That's
rapper.
Math Hoffa. Math Hoffa is from where?
New York.
He's not international. He's not
Brooklyn?
Ghanaian. He's not Haitian. He's not Jamaican. He's just black and from here, right? He's a black American.
I don't
right?
know him to be any Caribbean.
Okay.
I think he's from Brooklyn specifically.
Cool. So when he's sitting up in that chair listening to a white Latino call black Americans broke niggas, so he's goofy too. So we can call Math Hoffa a goofy ass nigga at the same time. Just like
Math Hoffa's had some goofy ass situations.
Just like when Wiz Khalifa was up there saying, "Oh, Ryan's cool with me because he's never personally called me a nigger," then Shannon Sharp is a goofy ass nigga, right? This is call a coon to the table hour. Okay, Math Hoffa, you can get it first. If Fat Joe is comfortable enough to sit in front of you and call all of your people broke niggas for no other reason than they want to have some sort of pride in themselves, pride in where they come from, to just specifically say what they are. Your beef with Tariq Nasheed is what it is, fam. I'm talking to Fat Joe now. You can go holler at Tariq Nasheed whenever you want to. You can say that nigga's name anytime you want to. But the thing that continues to remind us that you are not from this and that you are a unwelcome guest at this point is that you keep talking to all of us for some beef that you got with one person. Black Americans can exist outside of your beef with the person running an organization. Because before Tariq Nasheed ever got to the forefront and got all of this black national pride going or whatever, there were still Black Americans here. We were always a group. There's so many, and I have to say this, just to be honest, like there's so many people outside of that bubble who look at people calling themselves Black Americans, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Nobody else is collectively Black. If you from Ghana, you Ghanaian. You from Trinidad, you Trinidadian.
If you're from Jamaica, you Jamaican.
You Jamaican, you Jamaican. You from Haitian, you Haitian.
If you're from Nigeria, you
from
Nigerian.
Kenya, you Kenyan. Now, everybody else can stick to their tribalism and nationalism, except for us. It's all good in the diaspora as long as we're wandering without an identity and not claiming shit. As long as we are continually tethered to the entire continent of Africa in a holistic way, as long as we don't claim a certain area for ourselves, we're fine in the diaspora. The minute you stand up and you start saying, I'm from here,
which is the truth, 1,000% the truth,
then it's a problem. Now, we can have these talks. We can have these discussions. I'll sit down with anybody from any different type of culture and have this talk when we talking Black. Just not outside of Black people. I'm not having this talk with fucking Joe. You're not part of this discussion, fam. You don't belong here. You are like I said, you overstaying your welcome. You speaking on shit that you ain't got no business opening your mouth about. Now picture me coming in to a Latino conversation and trying to dictate what should happen in that community. Picture me trying to talk about, certain Latinos having problems with the way that you present and the culture that you perpetuate, and how that is not distinct to what they came up with and what they believe that Latinos should promote. Imagine me speaking about that from outside of the community.
And then referring to them as broke Mexicans or broke in anything, any kind of derogatory term.
Imagine me speaking about you, claiming that Latinos and Puerto Ricans helped create hip hop, right? They were equal partners in creating hip hop, except you don't talk about the fact that there are Puerto Ricans that don't want to see any Puerto Ricans messing with Black people. Morenos, right? Why are we messing with the Morenos? Picture me talking about that shit as if I know, as if I'm part of that culture, as if I have a license to speak on that shit. How about you stay in your lane, fam? And any goofy ass Negro who gonna sit up there and coon and show his teeth why this Caucasian Latino is calling Black Americans broke niggas, you're a goofy, you're a coon. Exit stage right. Give your card to Fat Joe since you want him to have it so bad.
How do you escape? Literally, you're a battle rapper. He's a rap star. How do you escape the realm of rap and just start talking about shit that you shouldn't be talking about? How does that happen? Right? Stick to talking about rap. That's what we want you here for.
When you off code, you off code. When you're going to allow people to say certain stuff and do certain stuff, you're gonna do it. If you don't have no backbone, you're gonna let people walk all over you. I don't have no respect for nobody who's gonna sit up there and listen to that and just let it slide. Don't tell me that you didn't think it. Don't tell me that you didn't agree with it. You let it rock. You didn't say anything. You didn't say shit. And for Joe, stick to your community, fam. Stick to your community. Stick to your people. When you speaking about cultural ills and things that need to be fixed and changed, talk about the shit that pertains to you. Or challenge Tariq Nasheed to a debate. Either way, shut the fuck up. Tired of hearing that shit, man. Tired of hearing that man specifically talk over and over and over again about Black shit. Who the hell is he also called people radical black racist? That's who's apparently the entire delineation of black Americans was started by radical black racists, not by slave owners that brought us here, right?
No.
certainly not the slave ships.
No.
That's not what created a black American. It was radical black racists. Shut your dumb ass up.
Yeah, they're the ones that brought us over here.
Shut your dumb ass up.
That makes sense.
Yikes. Harvard Law. It's my last L's, getting the L from me. Harvard Law School admitted 19 black applicants this past fall semester. It's the lowest total that they've had since the 1960s. Yep, 19. 19 students in the entire law school. It's the lowest since 1960. So yeah, I'm thinking that's a result of the Supreme Court ruling against affirmative action or any type of race-based admissions in universities. So
kind of interested in how many Asians they let in.
that number didn't go up either.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not much room for the others when we're increasing white male attendance.
Yeah, probably by a lot too.
But yeah, that is it for me on my list.
Bet.
So Remy Ma and Fat Joe, they just need to go ahead and do a Terror Squad reunion. Both down bad. Remy Ma was just out here performing, claiming easy to block captain. So yes, I would count that as down bad.
I saw a video of that, and
Heavy on the easy.
they put a picture of Easy the Block Captain on there. I'm like, damn, they have to do him back.
You went from denying that you was even fucking with this nigga for a year to now, after we found out that your soon-to-be ex-husband knocked him out, now you're claiming him at concerts?
Yeah, why not?
Embarrassing.
Everything's out there.
Embarrassing.
Embarrassing. Are you not embarrassed?
Apparently not.
All right. Chill. All right. Let me go ahead and start off with my dubs and L's. I want to give a couple of dubs. These are probably going to be some quick dubs. First dub, I'm just going to be quick about it. I just got to give it out because it is the thing that I liked, and that's how we do this thing. Ohio State played wonderfully against Tennessee. Good job, guys. Dub to everybody involved. I'm not going to speak about it for too long.
The only good thing about Ohio State winning is that, number one, we can complete the narrative of Southern teams. Oh, if y'all ever had to come up north in postseason and play a game, we kill y'all. Check.
Yep.
Check and check, because Southern Methodist did the same thing at Penn State.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
check and check.
Yep.
But also that everything we were hearing about the playoffs leading into y'all's game last night, oh, Indiana and SMU shouldn't have been there. It should have been Ole Miss and Alabama. Should be no Miss and Alabama. And for a team that I think beat both Ole Miss and Alabama, if I'm not mistaken.
They beat Bama.
Did they not beat Ole Miss?
I don't know if they played Ole Miss.
However you look at it.
Or maybe they did. And if they did, then they beat them.
They ass spanked. Got spanked, whooped, wasn't even competitive.
Yeah, they didn't play them.
Didn't belong on the field. So
Yeah.
if Indiana didn't belong on the field, Indiana didn't lose as bad as Tennessee did. Or yeah.
Facts.
If SMU didn't belong on the field, SMU didn't lose as bad as Tennessee.
And I'll be honest, I think SMU's quarterback was
He just had a
mainly
nightmare
the
game. He
reason.
had a nightmare game.
Yeah.
Nightmare, absolute nightmare.
2 pick sixes. What did he have come out
Three
with? 4
picks total. Yeah.
Okay, three picks total.
Three
Yeah.
picks total, 2 pick sixes. He had an absolute nightmare.
And they didn't even
game.
score until they got those pick sixes.
Mhm.
So like,
That was Penn State's only points for a long time.
Yeah.
For a minute. So
yeah, no, agree with everything you just said. Lane Kiffin is mad quiet now, so fuck him. But yeah, shout out to my boys. They did their thing. They did their big one. Now let's do another big one against Oregon. Just saying. All right. Next dub. Going to the real reason why I was out last week. I was out in Vegas enjoying myself. came up big the first day I was there. Matter of fact, while y'all were doing the live stream, I was in a casino winning big on video blackjack. Like I gave myself a budget and I doubled it the first day.
Nice.
Ended up losing some of it again,
Oh, well.
but still had fun. Went to the Vegas, went to the NBA Cup in Vegas. So that was fun. Saw a stand-up comedian who wasn't so great, but I'm not even gonna
Who's
trip
the
on that.
stand-up comedian?
Eddie Griffin.
He wasn't good.
No.
What?
I mean, I will say he did make me laugh at times, but got there and was just extremely drunk and had more drinks during the set.
No. Well,
Yeah, it was crazy.
That
And
is
apparently he does that quite a bit.
it's residency in Vegas.
Yeah. But I mean, I will say he did make me laugh at times. So it wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. But it was kind of crazy. But yeah, no, I had fun in Vegas, especially for my first time in Vegas. Definitely looking to go back. But if I go back, some stipulations are going to need to be had. First of all, you kind of got to go with an event in mind, like you're going for this event. Because if not, then it's eventually just going to become I'm at the casino, and then you're just going to lose money. But then other than that, yeah, I got some other stipulations that I feel like I'm going back to Vegas. This has to be done. Still enjoyed myself though. And with that, I'm going to give a dub to both Marcus and Blues House for holding it down while I was gone. Obviously, the live stream was great. I still thoroughly enjoyed myself while watching for the time that I could. So if you didn't see any of the videos from last week, obviously, what are you doing? Go back and watch some of those. But yeah, no, I think they both held it down. I think Blue really embraced coming onto the pod and doing some of the W's and L's and everything like that. So shout out to the both of y'all for holding it down. Also, I'm giving an L to Marcus because I'm absolutely shocked that this wasn't brought up, but let me get into my L's. So I'm giving an L to Marcus because despite all of the I kicked him off because of the Buckeyes and fuck the Buckeye. There was a lot of Buckeye talk. It was a lot of Buckeye talk. It was crazy. I'm giving it out to you because you decided to talk about that more than Lily Phillips. How did you just completely avoid this whole girl has sex with 100 men in one day? Bruh. Did you see the documentary?
No.
I watched the documentary. First of all, I started the documentary by myself. Couldn't get through it all by myself because it was chilling. It was like it was this weird eerie vibe throughout the whole thing and very very just fucking chilling. Like
a horror movie?
Basically,
How is this not just softcore porn? Like what are we
well,
going for here?
First of all, obviously you don't see any of that.
What is the point of it? So wait, she's having sex with 100 men. She's documenting it. She doesn't record any of
Well,
it.
she's not the one like documenting it, right? It's a guy documented the entire.
Whose
experience
idea
from
was
the
it? The
outside.
guy or her?
Well, no, I think it was her idea, but there was somebody also there to document the whole thing, the whole day.
What is the point of recording all of this if we're not collecting footage?
Yeah, no. Well, I would assume she collected footage.
You have. I'm about to say you have an act
but you also
like
post
that. I'm going to
on-
have sex with 100 people in one day. You're not recording any of it. Where's your
Yeah,
proof?
No, I think she probably posted that to her OnlyFans. I don't.
Okay,
not
yeah, I
consuming her
figured that was
OnlyFans.
the point. Like,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you're
yeah.
talking like you scared, like you watching Megan or
No,
something.
not
Like,
scared, but like just the audacity to go through this entire situation and then afterwards cry
cry for what? What's she crying for?
because she says because she felt like she was rushed through some of it, so she didn't give some of the men the great experience.
I'm sorry.
No,
Not that she felt bad that she did it. She felt like she didn't get everybody off.
she felt like
What a
she
champ.
rushed some people and,
What a
and
champ.
didn't give them the
What a
full
champ.
experience, and that's why she was crying.
That's a champion's attitude.
No, you're
right
crying.
there.
You're crying because you just went through a traumatic experience.
No, take her at her word. She's crying because she didn't finish her food.
And
that
at
is
that-
a champion's attitude.
and at
right
that,
there.
she's claiming that it was actually 101, not 100.
There's no way. There's not enough time in a day.
Which reminds me,
There's
I
enough
have, to
time in a
give,
day.
I have to give an L to another person because there was a guy who specifically wanted to be number 100.
Yo,
What?
Ew.
What?
I want to go.
That guy has to get an L. That like if anybody, you want to be lucky number 100.
Yeah, girl, give me that week old hubba. Give it here.
There's mental illness in that. I just can't even. I don't want to call him a simp. You're mentally ill if you want to be 100.
I want you to put that peach in the sun for 3 days and then give it to me. Yeah, girl.
And the worst thing about that is he became number 100, and then there was still another guy around, so she did 101.
Ew.
So the number 101 gets an L, she gets an L, and then like they came in and like you can see all the condom wrappers on the ground. It was, I'm telling you, it was disgusting. But anyway, I say all that to say I couldn't even get through the documentary on my own. I had to watch a streamer watch it, like just so I can hear somebody else like making funny jokes.
What did
Because,
the
like,
guy say?
the
Did they
documentary-
enjoy it? Was she good? Was she
No,
talented?
the guy was concerned, like, yeah, like
no,
this is-
not the guy recording. The guys that she did they interview any of the
Oh,
100?
bro, there was one guy and he wasn't 100. He was like maybe 30 or 40. He was shaking afterwards, visibly shaking. Like he was, I can't remember if he was drinking coffee or smoking a cigarette, but he was like visibly shaking afterwards. Like
What the fuck is she in there doing?
dog, I think the energy transfer of the traumatic
Oh, here
experience
you
she was
go.
going through.
Here you go. You sound like one of them the girls. Every time you have sex, you put your spirit in someone else's body. You take their spirit along with you.
I don't know if it's that extreme, but you do feel the energy from some shit.
I mean, okay. I feel okay.
And something as big as
you
100 people,
do 100 people. Yeah, there's probably some negative juju in there somewhere.
you know what I mean?
But like,
So maybe it's not specifically
My
the
nigga,
sex.
what,
But, like-
how did you expect it? Like, what did you think it was gonna be? Like, did you think you were gonna have your private time alone with? There was gonna be nice and wholesome.
Well,
There's 100 of you here, and you all came to put it in the same hole.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? What did you expect it to be like?
I don't
You
know.
lucky you didn't fall down a train tunnel,
Yeah, I can't answer.
a manhole.
You know, I just called number 100 mentally ill. I think everybody involved,
Like,
everyone involved in this.
dog, if you
is-
were anybody past 10, you're nasty.
yeah,
If you're anybody past like 9 or 10, nasty,
if you're not number
nasty.
one, if you're not number one, you're last in this situation.
The ultimate bukkake.
And then there was a article that came out that shamed all of the men for taking advantage of her.
You better get the fuck on.
Fam, she wanted this.
Put out a
She asked
casting call
this.
for meat.
She asked for this, and she wants to do 1,000 in one day next. Now, whether or not she actually does that, I don't know. But like, bruh, no,
Tony Robbins.
no. No, it was a woman who set the record.
Another chick who will be on YouTube when she's 50 crying because she wants a family.
Facts. That's a fact.
That is hilarious.
Facts. The world record for sexual partners in a day is 919, according to Google.
Fucking hell.
And she wants to do 1,000. She says she does. I don't know if she'll actually go through with it, but no, and no,
Nasty.
not shame on the men for taking advantage of her. I think she fully consented to all of this, didn't realize how bad of an idea it was for some reason. And so yeah, now she has to deal with it.
Oh man.
Traumatic experience and all. Just saying, just throwing that out there. All right. That's enough of that. Okay. Oh, well, you took my I was gonna give a Drake lawsuit update, so we talked about that.
Mhm.
So I guess this is my last L, but we're going out with a bang. So let me just start off with this. When it comes to just embarrassing situations when dealing with women, I think we've all been there. I think we all have embarrassing stories that for most of us will probably take to the grave with us. We will probably never admit those. I mean, even me, myself, the lady killer that you see in front of you right now, has dealt with some very embarrassing stories of just talking to women, trying to get women interested in me, you know, all that good stuff. So, yeah, I think we've all, you know, been in that situation. But I don't think all of us have been in a situation where we've been outed publicly as a fucking weirdo by probably one of the hottest women in Hollywood. Shamik Moore, dog. This entire situation is dumb embarrassing for you.
Okay, why is he a weirdo?
Okay, so let's start from the beginning. At least the beginning of the story as I know it, right? Because a few weeks ago, I became aware of this whole situation because Haley Steinfeld
Mhm.
got engaged to
Josh Allen.
from the Buffalo Bills.
This part I remember.
Yeah. And so then everybody was like, oh, no, Shamik Moore is in shambles now.
Right? Like that's how I remember it too. Like people were definitely talking about it
Yes.
before he did any or said anything.
Yep.
Right? Okay, cool.
Yep.
That's what I thought.
Well, but they were saying it because of the things that he was doing in their like Spider-Verse press run. Like he just kind of kept like seemingly flirting with her almost during their press run. And I could
But the
forgive it.
Spider-Verse shit was long before that that she was engaged to Josh Allen. That was a minute ago.
Yeah.
You know?
But I can forgive it in the sense that like you're trying to nod to this relationship that Miles and Gwen have in the movie.
Also, let's not fake like we didn't just watch Zendaya play MJ with Tom Holland Spider-Man for years and
then
they
get in a
end up
relationship.
dating.
Yeah.
Let's not act like that's not how that happens.
That's fair. I think the idea is that Haley Steinfeld and you look at some of the videos, she wasn't fucking with none of it.
Let's not act like
she was
you know
openly being cold to all of his like advances, his flirtations. Like she just wasn't having none of it. Like he would say something, she'd be like, here this nigga go again.
Let's not act like Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande ain't been touching all up on each other this whole press run from Wicked, and now they weird blood sisters. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, weird things happen during press runs, obviously, but I think people just kind of got this idea in their head that from that situation alone, which is in this case specifically not to his own doing. He did not do this. He just had a really, I guess, awkward, Rizless situation in this press run, and people kind of ran with it. So, okay, that's where I kind of got introduced to this whole thing. So then apparently Shamik posted a video to his TikTok and maybe to his Instagram as well. It's a video that maybe it was to his Twitter too. I don't know. It was a video that was like a fan edit of him taking a picture with Laura Harrier. And so like you can kind of see they're like talking, they're taking pictures or whatever.
What's her name?
Laura Harrier. Laura Harrier.
Is this she was in Spider-Man Homecoming?
Yes.
I kept seeing a video of her talking, had no idea what it was about, kept scrolling. Like
Okay.
I seen her face over and over and over again all weekend. I was like, oh, I wonder what she did.
So this
Had no idea that this was connected to Shamik Moore.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Now it's all coming
Okay.
together.
So he posted this video, and at least from the one on Twitter, I think the caption was like a music note emoji and then coming soon. Weird thing to say for this, because Laura Harrier is engaged. So what is coming soon? And again, I think they were trying to in the video, the fan edit, allude to them like being a good couple together or whatever.
So again, Shamik did not post this.
No, Shamik posted this.
Oh, okay.
Which led her to be like, yo, I don't know why the fuck this nigga posted this. I don't know where this is coming from. I'm fucking engaged. This dude is she says this dude is a fucking weirdo.
Ooh.
Now, she didn't obviously say Shamik Moore, but this is what she was addressing. This dude is a fucking weirdo. And that led to Shamik Moore scrapping all his social media. And then, he finally came back and then apologized. I still don't know why he posted that fan edit. It is kind of weird, dog. Like, why? Why did you post this with a caption of coming soon? Like, what is coming soon? What is happening? That leads me to believe that you think that this is supposed to be a relationship coming soon. They're not casting anything together, so what?
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm trying to like maybe they had a Sony project or something. They're both going. I don't know, man. I now here's where I'm gonna be real pissed. If Laura Harrier and Shamik Moore end up in some Spider-Verse movie together or Secret Wars, and that's what the hell he was talking about the whole time, and he just deleted this so he didn't have to go back and explain this, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad at her. I'm gonna be mad at her. Don't let me see y'all on screen together doing shit. That is the only
That would be crazy.
excuse for this, because that would be exactly what he was talking about.
Okay,
But I can't understand why he would be posting an engaged person, or maybe he didn't know she was engaged. Maybe he was.
I guess
Maybe he
that's
was shooting a
maybe
shot.
possible.
Yeah, maybe he was shooting a shot.
Maybe you should probably check that before.
I mean, a text with or the DM drop would be
Yeah,
better.
like
than,
getting her approval, posting her.
or talking to her at all.
Yeah. Okay. Chillmonger says I skipped a step. Laura reached out to him first. I didn't see that. But,
She reached out to him to what? Take the picture down?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
he left
I,
it
I
up?
think I do remember her saying that.
Oh, well, then that's weirdo
Yeah,
energy.
I think she reached out to. Oh yes, Chillmonger. Thank you. Yep, you're right. I do remember that in the video. So yeah, she did reach out to him. She said she didn't know why she had his number, I believe. But she got in contact with him to tell him to take the videos down, and he didn't.
Yeah,
So,
that's
yeah,
weird.
that's
That's you
shitty.
being a weirdo now.
That's shitty. That's shitty.
Like, I can excuse all of the before, but now that we're on the same page and I'm telling you to remove it and it's still up, okay, yeah, now you being weird.
Mofly said Shamik was promoting a song, and Laura went out of her way to make him look bad. She could have easily personally contacted him to put it down, but she did that shit for low key clout. Fuck
That's
it, yeah.
that's what. But hold on,
Yeah,
Chillmonger is saying
Chill-
that she did reach out though.
She did say she reached out.
Like, fam, hold on. You didn't tell me that you was about to do this because I don't know anything about it, right? Okay, you got a project coming on, sexy girl standing next to the dude singing the song. Cool. I'm not mad at that. I've asked you to take it down though, because my fiance might not rock with it. I don't want to have no, problems at home over some shit you doing. Can you just go ahead and take it down? If you're not taking it down after that, then I don't know if I had no sympathy for you.
Facts. Mo Fly, she's supposed to give him 24 hours. Yeah, no. Once I tell you to take it down,
Yeah, how long we supposed to be?
take that shit down.
He sure didn't waste no time deleting his accounts.
Facts. That's obviously because of the fan backlash he got afterwards.
Mhm.
So Polo Boy says it wasn't a fan edit, he made the edit, which is okay. So if he
gross.
made the edit,
it's
that's
getting
even-
grosser and
that's- yeah,
grosser
that's
with
even
each
nastier.
detail. It's
I did
getting
not
worse.
know that he made the edit.
It's
so,
getting worse and worse with
That's
each detail.
I bet he wouldn't ignore her messages if she was flirting.
Yeah, that's a fact. If she was like, damn, okay, yeah, I see, appreciate it, Shamik, blah, 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 yada, it probably would have spun out and kept going.
Yeah.
He probably would have posted her.
Yeah. Yeah, man, this is just I couldn't even imagine getting into a situation or like I said, we all got embarrassing stories. One of those embarrassing stories being put out in front of the world for the world to see how bad I looked in that situation.
You also weren't a millionaire when you had your embarrassing moment.
That's some facts.
You weren't a millionaire.
Yeah. So yeah,
You didn't have literally hundreds of women at your disposal when you had your embarrassing moment. This was an unforced error. Like, none of this had to happen.
well, this stops some of the flow of women coming here for sure. Because now women know, like, oh, you on that type of time? That's kind of weird.
Some of them.
Some of them. Not all of them.
There's
Not all
plenty
of them.
enough who don't give a shit about none of this.
That's a fact. Yeah. Some people don't feel shame. We just talked about Homegirl who did 100 guys. So yeah, some women don't give a shit about some of that shit. Yeah, no, that's all that I had. I feel like
Wow.
what?
The song, the DOS song, 100 Shots, just played in my mind while you was talking about
That's
girl.
crazy.
And I changed the words in my head. We'll stay YouTube friendly though.
Yikes. Big yikes.
Literally, that's what she did.
I mean, it is. That's crazy.
You need a whole 100.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm so surprised. Like, well, I'm not that surprised. I think I'm surprised because you know what? By the way, I gotta give a slight dub to Raymond 2000.
Shout out to Raymond.
Yeah, because he showed up into the Pantheon live stream and was like, "Oh, Marcus is here. I would have Josh again."
Yeah.
That was
We
crazy.
had to correct that.
That was crazy. Oh man. she was on that same weirdness when she tried to hug up on Tom Holland and he pulled away from her. Is that a thing? That's a thing. Laura Harrier tried to hug Tom Holland. And he was like, "Get the fuck up out of here."
You're like, girl, you know who I'm with. Quit playing with me.
Laura Harrier,
Trying to
Tom
get me
Holland.
caught up. You trying to get me caught up. Caught up. I been in the main. Caught up. Don't know what it is, but it seems you got me twisted.
Okay, well then he talked about his girl though.
Literally,
Okay.
stop playing with me. You know who I'm with. Where's my girlfriend?
Yeah.
She keeps touching me.
Yeah. I didn't think it was that bad until because he jerked his arm away.
He
did.
literally
He
said,
clearly jerked his arm
"Get
away.
the fuck off me." Where's Zendaya?
But then he put his arm around her. So then I was like, "Oh, that's not that bad." But then he said he asked for his girl.
That man
Yeah,
said,
no,
"I'll be
that's-
damned if I argue tonight." Where you at, girl?
Right. Yeah, no,
Zendaya.
that's clear rejection.
Zendaya.
All right, y'all. Anything else we got to talk about? I think that's pretty much it.
Nah, it's a solid show, man. Thanks everybody for in the chat. All 19 people. Smash before you get out of here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Share this out to your friends, your family, anybody who's needing something to do on a cool Saturday afternoon. We'll be here every Saturday
Sunday
to kick it. Wow. I don't know what day it is. Cool Sunday afternoon. We'll be here every Sunday to kick it with you.
Absolutely. And make sure you check out our W's and L's playlist full of things that we talked about from previous weeks. Some good stuff obviously in there. And make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe for more. Chat, we out. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry
for sure.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We'll see y'all next Sunday.
May have some gifts for y'all.
Oh,
We'll,
according to him.
we'll see. Maybe. Black Santa might be showing up. We'll see. All right. Anyway, on that note,
We don't need none of that, Mr. Layton. We don't need none of that.
what is OH?
We don't need none of that.
OH?
Hell no. Goodbye.
Go Bucks.
13-10.
42-17.
13-10.